Hey guys, as many of you have probably noticed from keeping your eye on the news and reading industry publications, there's a lot of change going on in the liquor industry right now. A lot of it legally, it's with the distributors, Southern with some lawsuits with the Federal Trade Commission, other Diageos and such, and other brand owners being hit with fake tequilas. And then if you step over to the distributor side of things, you've got Reyes taking over for a failed RNDC. You've got Breakthrough Southern laying people off. You just got a lot. You've got even suppliers that have laid off a lot of their own internal staff, which gets out there to develop markets. So the proverbial question right now is, what's it going to take to evolve as a supplier in this current landscape as you manage your supplier responsibilities, the new distribution landscape and what they do and what they do not do, and how that impacts the relationships and the dialogue with retailers and ultimately consumers. So we're going to get into that. But before we do that, I don't post a lot of content, but when I do, I try to make it very beneficial and educational to anybody that happens to look at it. Whether you're a new brand, a new concept thinking of coming online and getting into the space, or whether you're an existing brand that's really looking to maybe take a big step forward and understand what it's going to take to stay current, relevant, and to make gains in the space and to start dipping into some market share. So I'd like you, first of all, please like the video, share it. If you're not subscribing, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. But most importantly, if you find value in the video, please share it. If there's other people in the world that are looking to understand branding, marketing, sales, and developing a brand, this content, while it's specifically for liquor brands and evolving liquor brands, it's good for any type of brand. The principles are similar. You're understanding your channels and then working it. So please like, share, subscribe, and really kind of blast it out to your socials. If you find things that you like about it, repurpose it and put it out there. I'm good with that. So let's get into it. I want to talk about three things. I want to understand the changing business model of distributors. I want to work with you as suppliers, understanding what you have to do to adapt a new supplier marketing tactic with sales and activations. And then number three, I want you to be prepared to saturate each market with your own people. Your own brand managers, because the ultimate goal here is to control your destiny as much as possible. So let's get into each one at a time and kind of go down it. So the changing business model of distributors. Reyes is a good example. Solid house, but they are going to take slightly less margins than some of the bigger houses or some of the more established houses in the space. And they are going to basically provide that final mile delivery of your product. I'm not really looking at the new distribution landscape to really get out there and sell and push and hustle your market or hustle your product in market. What I think is happening here is you're going to start to see a lot of these folks really try to push you to the e-com side of things, to the online portals for ordering. And that sucks because as a new brand or an emerging brand, you need that face-to-face interaction with the buyers at the clubs, restaurants, and stores and such. You need that interaction. Otherwise, they're not going to know about you. They're not going to know what you can do for them. It's easy to understand that you need these big box brands, these comfort brands. I understand that. But if you're a new brand or an emerging brand trying to find your place in market, you need to have physical presence with the buyers. Now, in old days, you probably could rely on distributors to help you with that. Ride-alongs, get in there. But as some of these distributors are pushing more to the online portals for ordering, that's becoming less and less and less. Add that with the layoffs and such, it's becoming more and more competitive within the narrower scope of availability of those resources to tap into. So we can jump ahead a little bit, but because the landscape for distributors is a little different to being that more of a final mile logistics provider, I don't think you're going to be able to enjoy as much hand-holding, ride-alongs to get out there and do things with, as far as with the distributor sales reps to build the market. Just my opinion. I'm sure you'll find distributors out there that will do it, but we're talking about the major ones that can really give you some good saturation in a market with via delivery. Fast forwarding a little bit, just jump to the third point about controlling your own destiny. Because of that, that means that you have to have brand managers, market managers in market, hustling and grinding along, funneling leads and or potential pre-orders to the sales reps that are responsible for the area. So control your destiny. Get out there, negotiate the deals, discuss your support, get everything you need in order to make that happen with them. And part of that is going to be back to the middle point that I wanted to talk about, is to adapt the new supplier marketing tactic and strategy. Because you have to have more people in market, your sales and activations, you're going to be a lot more first party to that. No longer is the day where you're going through the distributor to make that happen. You may need to go through it in certain states to maybe affect it with the delivery of products and merchandise and PO, whatever. You may have to go through that because of technical rules, and your distributor can help you with that. But in terms of controlling the opportunities and negotiating the opportunities, that's on you. So be first party to that. Get out there, discuss opportunities, whether it's cocktail menus, signature cocktails, whether it's events, bar supplies, signage, merchandise, activations, events, tastings, whatever. Get creative. Do a lot of that. So as that new supplier, this is what I mean by you have to adapt the new supplier marketing plan, including sales and activations. So get into that and really make that happen. Again, the landscape has changed. The distributors are doing less in terms of actually that for brands. They're more concerned about cases on trucks delivered. And it's your job as a brand owner, supplier, to have your market managers help fill that truck. They'll legally make the sale, obviously. But in terms of generating demand and generating and developing a market, that's on you. So get creative with your supplier marketing strategy. Control your own destiny with market managers in market, developing those leads and helping the distributor fill that delivery truck every week. And then understand that the business model and the landscape has changed. And get creative and fit in and try to really kind of stand out that way and take advantage of every opportunity that you're able to afford and pursue. Quick video. I hope that helps. My email address is and website's going to be in the contact or in the information below. Obviously, like I said, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Sharing is very big. And if you need anything or want to talk about how we could help your brand get out there and execute on some of these points, this is our strategy as a brand owner. This is our strategies. So let's get you in there and see what we can do there. So thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. I'll have some more videos out shortly, but Q3 is right around the corner in a day or two. So let's make that magic happen. Getting ready, pre-up, and get into OND for 2026. And let's go into 2027 with a full head of steam. Good luck, guys. Thank you.